What's up guys, FrugalBC. Today I'm going to look at my crypto portfolio and give you guys an update on how my bull market portfolio has been doing. As you know, this has been kind of an ongoing experiment. I did a couple videos and it's funny when you put one of these videos out, people always either think you're doing great or they think these are the most terrible picks in the world. And honestly, I think when you pick a bag of cryptos for setting up for the bull run, I mean, you're going to have some misses and some hits, some big hits, and that's kind of what's happened so far. Now, just to be clear, I think we're at the very, very beginning of the bull run. This is really the mini that leads up to the halving, so we're not seeing nothing yet. But if you took this in just normal finance terms, like these are some pretty crazy gains already that my portfolio has made, and a lot of people in stocks would consider those extremely successful trades. That's just kind of the stuff that's possible in crypto, but you have to have the right mindset. We'll talk a little bit about that, and I'll just kind of go through because I think this update will be a little bit different because I created a specific spreadsheet to help track much more accurately my progress. So it'll be interesting to look at. Before we do that, guys, if you like this kind of stuff, I'd really love it if you hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, you don't have to smash it. You can just press it gently. You can smash it if you want, I guess. Now people get a kick out of saying, oh, sorry, I smashed it. I'm cool either way. I'm just saying, like, you don't have to, Yeah. Anyway, also, we are brought to you by Non-Fungible Domains. I want to give a shout out to that sponsor. They are bringing that cool you want that cool .algo address after your name or whatever word you want to use. It makes it a lot easier to use that versus all those letters and numbers. I've actually gotten NFTs sent to me through that and some algo and stuff, so that's pretty cool. You can get yours today. Just check out the link below in the description. And we're brought to you by Fractal Monsters, a play-to-earn game on the Algorand blockchain. You can play this game for free, or you can buy one of the little critters and really unlock the full game itself. And it's really neat because you can just it's kind of like Pokemon and Tamagotchi mixed together with a little bit of Smash Brothers thrown in there too. I think it's a fun game, and they keep building. I like that they just keep building. Both of these companies, the reason I partner with them is they keep building and doing what they say and adding on, and I like to see that. So check out both of those in the description below. Also, check out our Lofty link if you want to get into real estate, and we also have Ledger, links to Ledger, all kinds of stuff, cool stuff in the description. And you can sign up for my newsletter as well. I send out a monthly post, so I don't really spam your inbox. It's through Substack, so sign up for that today, and you can get a little inside info into FrugalBC. Anyway, let's get back to the show. We're talking about our portfolio. So I chose 8 coins for our bull run. I haven't totally stuck to those in some ways, so we're gonna kind of like talk about that. But basically, I'm definitely up, not quite double on my buy-in. So why don't I just share this this spreadsheet, because I think this is really fun. All right, here we are. We are in. This is a spreadsheet that I created, and I've been getting into stock analysis, kind of for fun. It sounds crazy, but it's really neat. It's been teaching me a lot, and I've been trying to think about what I can apply to crypto as well, what works and what doesn't. And so far there isn't a ton of overlap, but one overlap is I've learned to do spreadsheets, and so I can actually do graphs. I haven't thought of a good one that would make sense for this one yet, so I don't have it for this time, but maybe I will next time. But yeah, so I kind of want to go through these tables. Like on this first one, I have my average entry, so you can see the price. This is the average price at which I entered the trade, so to speak, if you will. And then I have the number of coins so that I can use that to... Well, actually, no, I didn't do that. Yeah, so then I have total holdings, and this I've been just updating manually. It'd be cool if there was a way to pull in price and then update it automatically from somewhere. There's probably a way to do that. I just don't know how. That's just not in my skill set yet. So yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I was buying in Bitcoin at 28, and in my Solana one, important caveat with my Solana one is that includes some earlier Solana I bought at a much higher price. So actually I think my average buy-in was actually quite a bit lower. I did buy some recently with that dip, so that does factor in, but I bought some really, really high price Solana, kind of stupidly, to be honest. So actually, it's probably more accurately around 20, because I bought a bunch when it was like sub 20. But just one caveat there, everything else should be pretty accurate. Maybe Bitcoin might be a little off because I've been buying Bitcoin for a long time through Coinbase. So I could have calculated the average entry too, I suppose, manually for this particular bull run buy. But otherwise, yeah, most of these are pretty well accurate. And the one caveat too with HBAR is I have some on Coinbase for trading and some just basically staked. And then there's a couple coins I added. SWI is brand new. I did not, actually SWI is the only one that wasn't in my bag. and Algo isn't. Algo is totally separate. Algo is a challenge because Algorand is Algorand. I have so many. I'm involved in so many different things. Like I have very little just loose Algorand. I think I like 120 Algorand, mostly because I lost a bet to Coop on the Packer game. So, so I had 220, and I had to pay him 100 Algo because the Niners cheat. Sorry, no, I'm gonna get canceled for that. Yeah, I'm a big Packer fan here. I'm in the spot. So it was nice to see that run that they had. But yeah, very little loose Algo. Most of it is either involved in DeFi or a lot of my algo value is in Lofty, various other things. So they're not on here. And then Cosmos isn't on here either because I've owned a big bag of Cosmos for a while, so it's not quite reflected in. I'd have to do some math to figure out what my average entry and all that is. And how much I've actually put into it recently. So I might have that on my next update. So some real key numbers. Well, let's see. So total holdings. This is how much I have right now. This is how much I bought. F column is how much I bought, and total sold, so that you can see my total profit plus holdings, which is the money I took out of it, as well as what I have currently. This is that number, and so my total holdings plus profit is 4,600, and my total buy-in is only 2,600. So I'm up 70 to almost 73%. So we're getting close to another little bump up, and we can probably see it at almost 100% on my buy-in. So most people would consider that a pretty successful year. If you had a year where you went up 100% in the stock market, you'd be crushing the S&P, right? It might be interesting to measure that against just like the crypto market in general, if I could find some data from that. I just thought of that right now. That might be an interesting measure to see if I'm beating the market, but I also kind of don't care. Like I just want to do well, I just want to like have that increase. So yeah, 73% increase and really most of that came in the last few months is certainly nothing to sniff at. So one target I skipped, one column I skipped over was my next price target. We've got Solana. I'm looking at 125. I'll probably take a little more profit. Bitcoin, I'm going to wait till it's over 50. That might be a while. I'm not in a hurry for that one. Metis looking at 125. We've seen that already before, so that shouldn't be too hard. I bought back in, I think, what did it drop to? 50, 60, somewhere where I bought back in. And so, technically it's around 100 right now, I think, isn't it? Or maybe 80, 90. PYR, yeah, we're going to wait till 850. I actually was doubled up on PYR, so I took some profits. Not a ton. Kind of an odd amount. Some of these are odd amounts until I started kind of standardizing them a touch. But Near I bought in at $1.34, and it had been was it almost $4? And then I bought back in when it crashed again. So definitely looking for probably gonna look for about 350 on that. And I could change my mind. Yeah, Mina I got at $1.75, as I do Matic. Matic I'm still underwater right now. I think it's at 81 cents. That is the one coin that I'm like quite underwater on. I was actually up on Matic for a while. Polygon is probably like the biggest loss. Mina did well. HBAR has done okay. I haven't taken any profits on it. So Matic, HBAR, XRP, Blur, all kind of failures, to be honest. HBAR is up a little bit, just not enough where I want to start taking profit on it yet. Yeah. So I want to go to this profit and profits plus holding column. This is H and I on my spreadsheet, and I want to explain this a little bit because if you just look at this, it might look a little bizarre. I think but explain the profit part. This is how much I've taken out versus how much I've put in, and so you see Solana is the only positive number. That's because I've hit the point where I've taken out more than my initial investment. So everything in Solana right now is a complete moonbag. A complete moonbag. If it went to zero tomorrow, in other words, I'd be up $7.31. And I don't think that's going to happen. Clearly, unless the bull market is a total bust, unlike every other one that's happened this way, which is possible. It's not impossible. It's very unlikely, but it's not impossible. Whereas with, if Bitcoin went to zero tomorrow, I'd still be out $700. So as you can see, if everything disappeared tomorrow, everything went to zero, all crypto went to zero, which again, I think is, I would so improbable that I would say it's almost impossible. There's just no mechanism I can imagine. I mean, it would have to be a true the black swan of the black swan events. But if it did, yeah, I'd be out $1,800. So what this is more like, how close am I to a moon bag? And I'm 700 on Bitcoin. I'm like $700 in profit away from pulling profit out away from a true moon bag. So that's like profit versus how much I bought in, not the actual price right now. Important distinction. So yeah, everything else, even Metis, even though I've like done crazy well in Metis, I still have taken out 125 in profits already. Well, they'll definitely be taking more. You know, I really wanted to pump this up more. I wish I would have put more in, but you always wish you had. This is called de-risking, by the way. This is pulling out as much of your initial investment as possible. And there's you know, various theories on timing. You know, some people think I've been doing this too early, and with Solana, I think I did actually. I think I should still have more on the table. I bought back in a little bit with the dip, so I did put more into it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that does. But right now it's a moon bag, so if it could go to zero, and I'm fine. I'm in the positive. And you know, your goal is to get. You know, people, you know, some people are just buy and hold, and I think Bitcoin is one where you could just buy and hold, and over the long run you'll do fine, I think. But I like to take profit. I like to de-risk a little bit, and then once it crashes again, which it will, you know, probably won't be for a while, but it will crash down again. That's when you want to start buying in typically. So you can look at which one's done the well. You can see percent change, and absolutely MetaStyle has been the clear winner. And I think at its peak that would have been a lot higher. That probably would have been like 300-400%, because it really spiked. It was I think it was like 138 or something like that. Let's look. Interesting, there is an API. I wonder if that's something you could, I have no idea if you could use that with a spreadsheet or not. It'd be interesting if you could. Also kind of cool that it's at 119 in market cap, so it's almost in the top 100. That's another interesting point, that like my best gains have come from coins that are outside the top 100, isn't it? Except for Solana. Solana's, you know, over 100%, even with the downturn. Yeah, otherwise, Mina. Well, Bitcoin's up 100%. That's the number one. So zooming out a year, okay, not as high as I said. Sorry about that. Yeah, about 120, 21, 23 did we get to? Oh, wait, 1 month will show it. We're up to what? About 125 at peak. So yeah, that's pretty good. You know, considering my average buy-in was 26. Yeah, we're getting close to definitely over a 4x at one point, not quite 5x. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty darn good. That would be like what, 300, almost 400%. 100% is 2x. So very cool. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if there's too much to say, but basically I pulled out 800 in profit already. Now I've added to the buy side again, and overall results are about 73%. So that's kind of my portfolio update. Hopefully I will have more. I'll think of some kind of data visualization that would make sense for it. I'll think about that. I'll think that through. But yeah, you can see there's some wins and some losses, and it's really, really early yet. So Near was like kind of looking like it was going to be a big loss for a while too, and then all of a sudden it shot up. But it took much longer than a lot of the other coins. So will my Blur play make sense, or will that be a total bust? It could be. But the gains you make from the big winners, I think, vastly outstrip the losses, because you can only go down 100%, but you can go up much higher than that. So I might lose a few hundred, but I'll gain like thousands from some of these pumps in the long run. So this is not something I just want to do. I just want to give this portfolio update. Like I said, a couple coins like Cosmos and Algorand not included in this, and maybe there's some way I can track the overall account or something like that, but I can't quite get the granular data like I did with this. So I think this is fun. Maybe I should have blown that up a little bit. I know you can zoom in a little. I'll do that for next time, but I hope you enjoyed this. I'd love to hear what coins you guys think are going to blow up in the bull run, or what coins have done well for you, what ones haven't. I'm really curious about that, so let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Stay safe, not your keys, not your crypto. And I'm Frugal BC, and I will see you in the future.